Hi everyone, I would like to talk about some of the features of the ACMS website. This will be of interest to everyone and not just new members. To start with, you come to the login page. Here you enter your username and password as you would normally and log in with the sign in button. There's a forgotten password link here that will help you. Once you have logged in, if you look onto the right side of the page, you'll see some useful information. It has things like your name, how long you've been a member, and how many logins you've done. The most interesting is here, your membership renewal date. If the date is in the past, you'll be given a reminder to renew your membership. There are some other things on the page. We'll start by looking at your user profile. You can do this either under My Profile or you can click your name. If you click either of these, you'll see your profile, where you can look down and check that everything is in order. You can leave it like that if that's all you need, or you can edit your profile if anything needs to be changed. You can change your address, your contact details. You can also select the instruments that you play and change your self-grading for any of them. Any of that information can be updated. When you have finished, remember to save, otherwise all that work will go for nothing. You can change your password from here. You can always get back to the main page by clicking on the Members Area link. Now let's look at some of these links over here. Events shows coming events that the Society is organising. In particular, there are playing days and the camp. This will show you the date and time of the event, and there's some information on what's happening. The location, this is important. Make sure if you're enrolling for a Sydney playing day that you are actually enrolling for a Sydney playing day. Not that you can't go to Brisbane if you want, but please make sure that you enrol where you are expecting to go. To enrol, click the Enrol button here. Some of the fields will be pre-filled with your name and your instruments. If you wish to change them, you can. Just select the one you want and check the self-grade. Make sure you select the sessions that you're intending to attend. You can attend any or all three. Here you can also request that the Society organise a group for you. These requests will depend on available players and may not be fulfilled, and it depends who's available. Here you can show a group that you've organised for yourself. Make sure that you indicate the session that you're wanting to play in. Put the name of the work so that we know what you're doing, and put all of the group members in. Make sure you put all of them so we know who to assign to your group. You can request a tutor here. If you say yes or no, it's obvious what you want, but if you say don't mind, we may assign a tutor if there's one free. You can organise up to 2 sessions yourself, and we do like people to leave at least one session free, so then they can perhaps meet some other people who they wouldn't normally have encountered. Now at the bottom of the page there's a bit of payment info, so there's a reminder for the bank details. Put in the amount you're paying, as this may include a membership fee if you're renewing your membership. You can also add a message if there's something special about what you want to do or some special consideration for the playing day. Finally, before you leave the enrolment page, remember to click the Enrol button. That will make sure your enrolment is saved and we'll have it for later. Moving on, we can look at some of these other links. There are downloads. Most of these aren't of great interest, but the maps of the venues definitely are. Just as an example, here's a map of Barker College so you can see what it looks like and keep it handy for playing days so you know where to go. Another thing you can do here is send messages to other Society members. If you know the name of the person you're wanting to send, you can select them from the list. You can select more than one if you want and send yourself a copy, and it's just like writing an email. A very useful thing is to be able to search for other members. You may be wanting to look for someone who plays a particular instrument. You can select them here and click Search by Instrument. Now, this player that I'm posing as lives in the middle of the ocean because it's not a real person, but you'll see that the map is centered on you. But because you can scroll it in and out and look for people in the area you want, you'll see who's there. If you click on the tag there, it shows you the person who it belongs to, and there's also a list of people below. If you click on the member's name, it will bring up their profile and you can use that to send them a message. Library reservations is for playing days, so you have to be enrolled in the playing day. This player isn't enrolled, so I'll have to show it to you another time. The group finder, many of you will be familiar with. Again, it only works properly if you're enrolled, though you can type someone else's name if for whatever reason you want to look them up, and it will show you what they're doing. In brief, here is the sessions, the ensemble, the name of the room. Also, tutors' names will appear if the group is tutored. You can see what they're doing each session. You can look up a map. You can find things on Google Maps, perhaps. There's a printable-friendly version and also an electronic calendar version. These may be used for you. It's worth reading the fine print. There's some notes about what to do, in particular if you can't attend. Please contact the nominated contact person as soon as possible. Their profile will have their contact details. The ACMS committee is listed here. You'll see who everyone is and the positions. You can also use this to contact committee members, which you may need to do for some reason. This will show you their profiles, just like any of the other profile links. Here is the ACMS library. You can use this to search the library. Remember, it is a paper library, it's not a digital library. To look up an item, you can select predefined ensembles or you can enter your own. Notice that some are in grey. These have been archived. You can request them to be brought to a playing day. However, they won't be brought unless somebody actually requests them. To search for something else, you use the new search link at the bottom here. Now, one thing that might be worth remembering is that you can search for a specific ensemble, so if you know what you want to play, you can. Just enter how many of each instrument you're wanting. So this is a piano quartet. We're looking for one's location in New South Wales, so we search here and we have all the ones that are in the regular library, and here are the archived ones. We can use them. If we want one of them, please request the librarian to bring it, and you can use the library reservation to do that. Another feature that you can use is to search for what's called all instruments. There are some ensembles, particularly Baroque type ensembles, where you may find the score includes a piano, but your group may not have a piano. So say we're looking for a flute quintet here. If we look specifically for that, we'll see there's not much in the library, only 3 pieces, and we may not be very interested in one of them, so let's take a different approach. If we use the all instrument option, we will find every item in the library that includes all of the instruments that we have selected. So just looking at that, we search and we find there's a whole lot of other things. There are some things that you can play, like this Haydn Symphony Quintet or the Bach Suite, that include a piano, but it's not absolutely necessary. You may want to play one of those instead, so choose that. Finally, there's an information for members link that has some files that are hard to categorize. So here we have how to renew your membership. It's fairly basic, it just gives membership details and the bank details. There's some comments on how to make the most of playing days, how to organise a group to play outside of playing days, and finally the guide for pianists, which is recommended for all pianists to read. So that's the basics of the members area, and when you're finished you may want to sign out, especially if you're sharing a computer. Okay, so thank you, and any questions please feel free to ask. Bye.